let me think. For culture difference, culture difference. I think like it's like it's for me. It's like I don't know how. It's like I know when Americans say hi to each other, like if you're really close friend, you guys will hug each other like for a long time, or something like that. But I don't know like how to differentiate between whether I should hug that person when I met her or him, or I should just shake hands or just say hi, you know?
There's not too much of a difference. I think this can be said not only about Case, but just like American culture in general. The idea of personal space. In Ghana, like no one knows what personal space is. Like, you know, you can have a conversation and be right in someone's personal space and no one really cares. Whereas here, it was kind of something that I had to kind of monitor in my head, knowing, you know, I was well aware that American culture respects personal space, so I kind of had to make sure to always keep that in mind whenever I was here. And I mean, now it's, you know, I've come to understand, okay, personal space, I respect everyone's personal space, but before I was, you know, I used to be in people's personal space a lot, so.
Yeah, okay, so even though I'm really used to the American culture and, you know, even though I'm used to like having other students who come from other countries, other parts of the US around me, still really like getting to know other people's culture as well, because I feel like there's really no definition for American culture, and I found like American culture changes all over the place that I've been to. So I just came to the conclusion that there's really no American culture. You know, it's just so diverse, and I think that sometimes I feel that I came from, you know, a town that everyone looked like me, everyone did the same stuff that I did. I grew up in a family who, you know, that like everyone just was so much like me, and still like even though I had 4 years at the boarding school at Case, just like seeing other people, you know, and really understand where they come from, has been really hard, because sometimes you know that, you know, some topics might be sensitive, and sometimes you know that some things that, you know, they wouldn't want to share with you. And I mean, I try to be mindful a lot, but I think that's a challenge, because I mean, it would possibly be much better if I knew other Vietnamese students at Case, but I think like I'm pretty much the one of like the minority, so it's really hard to like seek out and really understand the majority. So yeah.
It's the children moving out from their parents' house. So basically, in my country, the kids are like, they are supposed to stay with their parents. So here they have to go away. I did my research paper for my SAGES on that thing, how the Asians and Americans, what do they think about the Asian culture and the American culture. So.
Pretty much for undergrad, it's coming from my parents. As I said, international students don't have the opportunity to get scholarships as of now, so a lot of it is from the family. At least in general too, a lot of like West African culture, there's a lot of emphasis on education. So parents will go out their way to help their students get through at least the undergraduate process, and after that is kind of your own deal. So for med school, it'll be my own, going out, getting private loans, hopefully with a mix of private loans and potentially scholarships, then I'll further the rest of my education.
I'm actually the first one in my family to go abroad and study, so it's a lot of financial support from the whole family, from like my grandpa to like my uncles and aunts and to my parents. So it's not just my parents, and it's been working out, but I think if I'm thinking about grad school, it's gonna be hard.